Welcome to Chaos Theory. I'm your host. Today we're talking about time travel, Mr. Morning's solution to the paradox of time travel. Time travel is a very common thing used in all of science fiction media, but that presents kind of a problem because if everybody uses it, but it's a theoretical thing, nobody's really sure how exactly it would work or what the consequences would be if you were to go back in time and change something. Right? If I go back in time and kill my grandfather, would I never have been born? Would I continue to exist? Or would all of time just be ruptured because of the paradox I've created? Well, science fiction has a number of answers about that, but I have my own solution to the paradox. Science fiction media has shown us three different possibilities of what could happen in a time travel scenario where you, let's say, kill your grandfather. So the first one is fixed time travel. So this is the timeline right here. Now I go back in time from here to here, and I kill my grandfather. Well, that means that was always supposed to happen. No matter what I did or who I talked to, I was always supposed to kill my grandfather and then be born by somebody else in the same timeline. Because everything is fixed and nothing can be changed no matter what. Okay? Number two, fluid time travel. I go back in time in this timeline and I change something. That then means that this entire timeline will change and I will disappear from reality and having ceased to exist, and everything will change immediately to fit the new timeline. In the finale of Season 1 Flash, Eddie Thawne is trying to stop Eobard Thawne from killing the Flash. Eobard Thawne is Eddie's descendant. So Eddie shoots himself to keep him from being born, and then Eobard Thawne dissipates into a fluff of smoke. But nothing else bad happens. That wouldn't make any sense because Eobard Thawne had just trained Barry Allen the entire year. So the entire year would be gone. Everything would have changed if he's going to puff into a bunch of smoke. If he wasn't going to puff into a bunch of smoke, that would be the third kind of time travel, which is called split time travel. So I go back in time, I kill my grandfather, right? That would then split things into an alternate timeline. Okay, this is the second timeline that would split off. This timeline still exists, but I'm no longer in it. I'm now living in this timeline, and this is now the prime timeline. So which one's the real one? That's always been the question. Which one would actually happen? Which one's the most reliable? Well, we got to go to Doctor Who for this, kind of. Because Doctor Who has never been very good when it comes to time travel. Sorry, I love you, and I love Flash also, but you guys have never been very good when it comes to defining your rules in time travel. And Doctor Who's the worst, because in one episode, Rose Tyler saves her father from dying, which is like a fixed point in time, and then like bat monsters come out of a hole in the sky to eat everybody. See, the problem is that Doctor Who is never consistent on what is supposed to happen if a fixed point is broken. Like in another episode, in Season 5, Episode 13, The Wedding of River Song is supposed to kill the Doctor, and she doesn't, so then time all like happens in the same moment and they have to like kiss to make it go away. Now I get it that like there are two different showrunners. Everybody in the comments will eat me alive if I don't say that Russell T Davies thought that time worked differently than Stephen Moffat. I get it. It just that they never get it. It's never consistent even with the same showrunners, okay? And I think that the best way to see it and to see all of time travel, I think Doctor Who is trying to show us something here. And that's that time travel always works different. You know, time travel is a big ball. All of existence is a big ball of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff. And every time we do something in a different timeline, variables are going to be different. And every possibility is possible in an alternate reality timeline of existence, if you understand what Mr. Morning is trying to tell you. I call this the universal timeline theory, that every possible version of travel is available, but there's not one fixed one. And there are specific rules like the ones I showed you. If you're going off of certain rules, then those rules should be the ones that you follow. You shouldn't be lapping over because it doesn't make sense otherwise unless you're using the universal time travel theory. Hello fellow chaos enthusiasts. If you liked the video, if you learned something, remember to give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And if you dislike it, I'll see you here in hell.